But as I alluded to earlier, just a moment ago, most of the properties they're worth below $100,000 are actually owned free and clear by the owners. And that is because the banks usually don't like to lend on land, particularly if it's in the outskirts of town or in rural areas. They don't go there. They give you a construction loan on an infill lot, but they don't lend you $80,000 on a $100,000 property in the outskirts of town. Banks just don't operate like that. They don't do that. If you know a bank that does that, let me know. But most banks don't. So as a result, when somebody bought these properties, when the owners bought these properties 20, 30, 40 years ago, and many times they've had them in the family for that long, and dad or mom, they just don't want the property anymore. The kids don't want them, so they're willing to give them away for almost nothing. But so we pick up these properties for 10, 15, 20 cents on the dollar. Let's say we pick up a $50,000 property for $10,000. Well, we have two choices on how to sell this property. Three choices, but we can sell it for $50,000 all cash, but it's going to take a long time to sell it at that price because not that many people just have $50,000 to give you. Mm-hmm. The other option to sell it is to sell it at half price, sell it at 25 grand as a wholesale deal. Now it's an incredible offer, and people are going to be like, "Whoa, this property is worth 50. You get it for 25." They find the money to pay you the money, so you do a wholesale deal, classic wholesale deal, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. On top of it, you can even do it such that you don't even buy it. You do double closing, assignment, all these kind of things that the wholesalers do. But then the third way that you can do this that actually multiplies your profits is you do sell it for $50,000, but you don't ask for it all cash. You say, "Hey, this property is worth $50,000. I'm selling it to you for $50,000, but I'm selling it to you with a $10,000 down payment, 20% down, and monthly payments of $600 for the next 8 years." Mm. And there's many more people, and that's perhaps a bad example, but let's say you pick up a $30,000 property that you buy for $3,000. Can you sell that thing for $30,000 and ask for a 12, 13% down payment of $4,000? Right? That's not that bad. Mm-hmm. Most people have $4,000 to be able to do as a down payment. Mm-hmm. Right? So, or they can borrow it, or they have it in the savings account, or wherever it is. So if you sell a property, it's worth $30,000 that you buy for $3,000, you can sell it for $15,000 and make a $12,000 or quick cash sell to make a $12,000 cash profit, or you can sell it for $30,000 with a $4,000 down payment. So you now get more as a down payment than you even have to pay the seller. So you end up, when the moment you sell the property, you have $1,000 in your pocket, and now they owe you still $26,000, right? Because you sold it at $30,000, but they only gave you $4,000 down, so they still owe you $26,000, and you write that up in a note, right? And then they pay you on a monthly basis, let's say $400 for the next 8 years, and that's pure cash flow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there's no repairs. It's not rent. It's seller financing. Yeah. They're paying it off. There's no kitchens to repair. There's no plumbing to repair. There's no basements to repair. There's nothing to do on these properties. They just make payments. And if you add it up, $26,000 over 8 years plus interest is something like, the total amount that they pay you is something around $40,000.
Wow.
So you bought something for $3,000 and you end up getting a $40,000 profit on that deal. Mm. Now, of course, it comes out over 8 years and so on, but those are deals like literally, like 2 days ago, we signed the paperwork for a deal that we bought for $5,000. We sold it for $63,000 with a $3,500 down payment. So we're not getting all the money back. I pay $5,000 and I get $3,500 back. I'm $1,500 out. But we're getting over $550 a month in monthly payments on that property. So within 3 months, I have all my money back.
Wow.
And the rest for the next 20 years, it's a 20-year note. For the next 20 years, I'm getting $550 a month, which adds up to over $120,000 that we're making on a property that we paid $5,000 for.
Wow.